Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Sober Minded Christian. Today we're looking into how to know when a relationship is about to end, whether it's romantic, familial, or even a close friendship. Now, I know you may have other indicators. This one that I will share with you today is not the only one, but it is a powerful indicator. And that indicator is silence. Not just any silence, but that disengaged silence where the other person is not happy or sad. They are physically present but mentally checked out. That silence as if to say, I don't care anymore. Being able to identify this early can help you save a very important relationship that you have. One way or the other, we've been there. The heated argument where emotions are running high and words are flying. We shout, we cry, we maybe even throw a few dishes. Hopefully not. But amidst all that chaos, there's a strange kind of energy. It's raw, it's messy, but it's also alive. Think about it. Why do we shout when we're angry? It might seem counterintuitive, but it often stems from a desperate attempt to connect, even if it's a painful connection. When our hearts feel distant from someone, when we feel unheard and unseen, our voices rise in a subconscious effort to bridge that gap. It's like we're trying to shout our way back into their hearts to make them feel the intensity of our emotions. Now, compare that with a whispered conversation. Lovers whispering sweet nothings, sharing secrets under the moonlight. In those moments, the volume is low, but the connection is profound. Hearts are close, breaths are synchronized, words flow effortlessly because there's no need to shout. The intimacy speaks for itself. But back to our chaotic fight. What happens when the shouting stops? When the fiery arguments fade and all that's left is a chilling silence? This silence, my friends, can be a powerful indicator that a relationship is nearing its end. In the Bible, the story of Absalom and his brother illustrates this point profoundly. The story begins with the violation of Absalom's sister, Tamar, by their half-brother Amnon. 2 Samuel chapter 13, verses 1 to 22 details how Amnon, lusting after Tamar, his half-sister, pretended to be sick and tricked Tamar into coming to his room to take care of him, where he then forced himself upon her. Absalom heard of this and was greatly distressed. But the scripture notes in 2 Samuel chapter 13 verse 22 that Absalom spoke neither good nor bad to Amnon. For Absalom hated Amnon because he had forced his sister Tamar. It says Absalom spoke neither good nor bad. He said nothing as if nothing had happened. His silence was not an act of forgiveness or reconciliation. Instead, it was a simmering resentment. Absalom's silence was a period of plotting and planning revenge. This lack of confrontation and open communication signified a complete breakdown in brotherly relations and set the stage for Absalom's eventual murder of Amnon, fulfilling his silent vow of vengeance. Just to clarify, I am not saying that Absalom should have tried to have a discussion with Amnon. What Amnon did was terrible. Rather, I am highlighting the fact that Absalom was silent. You see, when someone stops fighting, it doesn't necessarily mean they've given up on the issue at hand. It may mean they've given up on the relationship itself. They've recognized, perhaps subconsciously, that the connection is so broken that their words are falling on deaf ears and that further engagement is futile. Therefore, they choose to just keep quiet. Now, I'm not suggesting that every argument should escalate into a shouting match. Healthy communication involves finding constructive ways to express ourselves. But when you're in a disagreement, even if it's heated, even if it's uncomfortable, be grateful for the shouting. Be grateful for the tears. for the frustration, because those raw emotions, however unpleasant, are a sign that the connection still exists. They are a sign that there's still something in the relationship worth fighting for. The silence, on the other hand, is a different kind of warning. It's the silence of disengagement, of withdrawal, of a heart that has already moved on. It's a painful realization, but recognizing it early on can help you navigate the relationship and possibly restore it. That's it for today. Thank you for listening.